Hello my beautiful simmers and happy holidays. Today I'm sharing my Christmas house that I've built. Very excited. I wanted to build a Christmassy house just to kind of get me in the Christmas spirit, and this really did the job. I built it I think a week ago. It didn't take me very long, but I've been playtesting it. I actually moved in the first ever couple that I made for my YouTube channel for the first video that I did a speed build of, which was like the industrial loft. There was a couple that moved in there and I've been playing with them and they got pregnant. So I was like, they need to get a bigger house because it was just like a big kind of studio loft apartment. So I was like, I'm going to make them a Christmas house because it will get me in the Christmas spirit. I knew that I wanted to do something Christmassy. And yeah, it just kind of worked very well with how I was doing my sort of playthrough with them. Because yeah, there were a couple, two young adults. And yeah, I wanted them to just do an upgrade, get a bigger house. So yeah, I've made this one and it's a house in Henford-on-Bagly. So this is a 30 by 20 lot, and it's the lot that is kind of like the very top part of the Henford-on-Bagly map. So there's a house there that comes with cottage living, but I just bulldozed that and put my own house in. And I used a reference image off of Pinterest that I found, and it was basically obviously the outside of the house, and it was that sort of like pale blue mixed with like the Christmas red, and it was all snowy and it just looked so like cute and cozy and Christmassy. So that was my inspiration and I just wanted to recreate that. So yeah, it's a 2-bedroom house. So we've got the 2 bedrooms upstairs, and then downstairs we've got living room, kitchen, dining area, and then quite a spacious entranceway, kind of hallway. Yeah, and then I'm just decorating now the outside of the house. So I'm putting in those Christmas lights, which I think came with I think it was like the holiday celebration pack, maybe, if I remember correctly. Or it could also be the cozy celebrations, like in-game event that's happening. Well, at the moment, I think it's just finished, actually. I think I just completed it and got the last couple of items. They came out today. But yeah, I can't remember exactly where they came from, but it's definitely one of those like Christmassy packs. I was actually quite surprised at how much I enjoyed doing the like cozy celebrations in-game event, because the first one that the Sims did like maybe a couple months ago, I think it was like during summer, I didn't really get along with that one very well. I didn't find like the activities that you had to do very exciting, but this one was quite nice, and I think it kind of works when it's around a holiday. And I also just liked that because I was like building this Christmas house, that kind of was like also an incentive, because I wanted to get as many kind of like Christmassy items as I could, so that I could use them in this build. So I think the timing of it worked out quite well. I know that welcome mat, I'm pretty sure that is from the cozy celebrations thingy, but yeah, anyway, most of the decorations I think are from either that or the holiday celebrations kit, which I think is like a free one that you get when you get The Sims 4. So, but I can't remember, to be honest, how that works, so don't quote me on that. And yeah, I'm just doing now the outside. So I wanted to add in a big car, because I wanted them to be, kind of like a family home. The family now have 2 children, so I moved them into this house. It was Alistair and Naomi, and I moved them in, and since they've been living there, they've now got 2 children. So, well, we've got one child and 1 toddler. So the family is growing, and it's been really nice playing in this house. I'm really happy with how it turned out, because I wanted it to be Christmassy, and I kind of leaned into like the Christmas, tat side, because I could have gone for something a bit more realistic, and normally I would do that, but I wanted to just like push myself to go fully Christmas, mainly because I wanted to just really get in like the Christmassy spirit. in December, and it worked. I'm feeling very Christmassy. So for the outside, I'm just making this sort of like fire pit area with some sofas. And the idea to do this kind of fire pit that like sits in the basement, I got that from, there was like a YouTube video that I watched. I can't remember who the YouTuber was, but if you just type in to YouTube like fire pit Sims 4, then I think it was like the first video that popped up, and it was a really good video, and it just showed like a few different ways of doing fire pits in The Sims, because I'm not clever enough to actually figure out how to do something like that on my own. So yeah, came in very handy, and I really like, because it's the fire pit, it's like a light rather than it actually being fire, and it's from Get Famous, I believe, and so you don't actually have to have your Sims like light it, so you can put like a little fence around it as well, just to like, you know, jazz it up a little bit, and it's just like an auto light kind of situation. So yeah, it worked very well, and I wanted this outdoor area to just be like a sort of winter wonderland, you know, outdoor, you know, cozy kind of place. I just added some fairy lights, and obviously that bar that's got like the fairy lights going around works really well. And I also added a little pond, which you'll see in a short while. Yeah, and then for the pond as well, it kind of makes it a bit nicer for summertime, because obviously you're not just going to be living here during the winter, there'll be summer as well. So in the summertime, there's more of a path, and you can kind of see your Sims, you know, going down the path, going around the pond. But yeah, very cute, very happy with how it turned out. I kind of wish that you could like save different versions of a house with like different decorations for different seasons. Like if there was a way that you could save this as like the Christmas, you know, like the winter style of the house, that would be cool. And then for the rest of the seasons, or like summer mainly, you know, you don't really want all of your like Christmas decorations, if it's to be more of a realistic house rather than, you know, people that are just obsessed with Christmas. Yeah, it'd be nice if you could do that, but as far as I'm aware, I don't think that you can do that. So, you know, you never know, maybe it'll get added. But yeah, I had loads of fun playing it, and yeah, the family that I've been playing around there, it's been really nice. I've been, for the first time, actually playing with the Sims lives on short mode, because I normally do long mode, because I think I have a bit of a fear of like letting go of Sims, and the thought of any of my Sims dying makes me very sad. So, and I never actually play like during when they're playing on long life mode, whatever it's called. I never actually end up playing it for as long as it needs for them to actually get to the point where they could pass away, because I think it would just take way too long. But it's been quite nice, and it's kind of it's kept the game a bit more exciting, because their kids are actually like growing up. Like I think it's like 5 days that you have toddlers before they grow up into being like children. So the first child that they have, Aubrey, she is now a child, and yeah, it's been nice like choosing her personality and doing that kind of stuff. And then they've also got a boy called Artie. Didn't plan to do alliteration with both their kids' first names beginning with A, but what can I say? I'm a poet. But yeah, I'm excited to keep playing like through, and I want to do like a generation kind of playthrough with them, so that will be fun. So now I'm just decorating the upstairs rooms. It definitely ended up being that the downstairs was a lot more Christmassy, and then the upstairs, because it was more like I had to make a kid's room and then their bedroom, it didn't end up being as Christmassy upstairs. But that was just because I was actually making it with a family in mind. You could obviously change it and make it just like fully Christmassy, but I think the downstairs does a very good job of, the sort of living room is like super Christmassy. It's probably the most Christmassy room of the entire house. And obviously now I'm putting like the Christmas tree in like the living room. I wanted it to be so that when you walk through the front door, it's just like, it just screams Christmas. And I was going to have the Christmas tree sort of where the staircase is, but it didn't really work with where I wanted like the staircase to go and stuff like that. But it still works so that you walk through the front door and then you just kind of like turn the corner a little bit, and then there's like very Christmassy dining area. And in the kitchen, as you can see, I've gone for very red. So I wanted to keep that kind of red and blue colour scheme from like the outside of the house. And obviously that cute little Christmassy table. It just works really well. And I have obviously play tested all of like the bits of furniture, and everything works. All your Sims can sit down everywhere. And it is fit for a family as well. I end up adding in like the high chair for toddlers, and so yeah, I think it would be a great house for around winter time if you have if you want to start a new playthrough, or you've got a family that you want to move in. I think it would work really well, and yeah, super Christmassy. I'm getting in such a Christmas spirit. As I'm recording this, it's the 20th of December, so tomorrow I'm going back home because I live in London, and yeah, tomorrow I'm going back home to stay with my family and just spend like the next week doing absolutely nothing and just seeing family and chilling, watching a lot of Christmas TV, Christmas films. I can't bloody wait. I can't wait to just, not work, not have to like do anything. I plan on doing a lot of like painting and resetting, so it should be good. And my favourite things about Christmas are absolutely drinks, food and presents. That is like the Christmas trio for me. Let me know what your favourite things about Christmas are. I imagine they're probably quite similar. I feel like food and presents, you can't beat it. And I'm also excited to like give all of my presents. I think that's the nice thing about like being an adult and having your own money. You can actually buy your like family and friends really nice gifts as well. So I'm excited to give all of those out. And here, so this is the living room. So I've used that really Christmassy fireplace. That definitely comes with the holiday celebrations kit, I think. And it just makes the entire living room, just like automatically super Christmassy. Oh, and then also this is the hot cocoa set that was like they added it to the game for free. I do really like it, and I have had my Sims make hot chocolate, but the only thing that I would say is the hot chocolate seemed to go off really quickly, and they'll have like one, and because it makes like 6 different hot chocolates, they never manage to go through them, so then you end up just throwing like most of them away, so it's a bit wasteful. That was my only criticism of it. Love the idea, I think it's super cute, but in practice it's kind of annoying, and because you can't just like clean up like all of the mugs on the tray at once, you have to do them individually, so that's kind of annoying. But that's just me being a Scrooge, just complaining. So yeah, and on that topic, adding Christmas presents to the Christmas tree. Just wanted to, make the Christmas tree obviously full of presents. We've got the family that live here, so you can imagine they've got 2 kids. They're going to have loads and loads of presents. Love that. And I also can't wait I've started reading Game of Thrones, which was kind of what I decided I wanted to read this Christmas, because I'm not doing anything and I don't have many plans, and because I feel like Christmas you're mainly just at home, sat on the sofa. I thought it'd be nice to read a big fantasy novel, and I love the TV series Game of Thrones, so I thought I'd give the books a go, and I've started them. And I think I've read like the first 70 pages. And it's actually surprisingly easy to read. I thought that it would be a little bit more difficult reading. Like I was sort of imagining Lord of the Rings kind of vibe, which I did try to read years ago. And it was quite difficult. There's a lot of descriptions of like forests and stuff like that. So I thought it was going to be more like that, but it's actually quite easy reading. So I'm hoping to finish it by, well, I was going to say within a week, but by mid-January, I think I would like to finish it by, because I'm actually going on holiday mid-Jan to India, which I'm so excited about. I can't wait to get out of the cold of England, as lovely as it is around Christmas time, being in like a cold place. It's just being in the cold for that long is not ideal. So I feel like a holiday to somewhere warm in January is always a blessing. So I'm very excited going to India, and I'm sure I'll see lots of cool houses, like different styles that I've never seen before. Definitely planning on making some Indian house builds in The Sims. I forget the world that is kind of like more like warm climate. I think it's Tomarang, the one in For Rent. I think it's based off of like Thailand, but it's apart from Oasis Springs, which is more just like desert. I feel like that would be the most fitting world for, like, that would probably be like a more similar climate. So that'll be fun. Have a nice little play around. So the outside of this house, I really like the little like snowman decorations and stuff like that, and then all these ones that go on the windowsills with like all of the wreaths. I really like those. I definitely was leaning into like the tackier side of Christmas decorations. Definitely not my style normally. I would normally be a lot more like minimalistic, but it was nice doing something different. And now I'm just making the upstairs bathroom. So this is more like the family bathroom, because downstairs the bathroom does have a shower. But I thought, kids bath time is more of a thing. So I wanted to make it really cute. And I love that wallpaper with the cats. It's just, oh my God, so adorable. And the little towels as well, like the little kiddie towels like on the side. They're just so cute. And then I added a couple of adult bathrobes as well for mum and dad, and obviously a little potty training seat too. So yeah, really cute. Very happy with how it turned out. And we've got the mum and the dad. So the dad is a professor, and he is doing pretty well in his professor career. I think he's like number 8 now of like the ranking of that career, so he's doing pretty well. And then Naomi, who's the mum, she has actually excelled at being an artist, because she in the first build where they were living, I built her like an artist studio because I wanted her to be artist, and she was unemployed but just making paintings and then selling them. And she's actually she's like, I can't remember what it's called, but like the aspirations thing, she's completed it. She's just absolutely completed it, and now she's a painter extraordinaire. So go her. And yeah, she was selling her paintings, and then that was making her famous as well. And I don't know if it's because she was unemployed, but I kept on getting messages or like calls from people asking her to start different careers at like level 5, which I'm assuming is, I don't know if it's because she had fame points, or I don't know if it's just because she was unemployed for a long time. Maybe that's what they make you do. That's like a way of The Sims, making your Sims get a job. I don't really know how it works, but yeah, so she started the painting career at like level 5, so she's doing that, she's doing well. But yeah, it's kind of crazy they're gonna grow up to be elders, which I'm normally not good at letting my Sims age up that much, so we're gonna see how that goes. It'll be really sad if they pass away, and then I'm probably gonna have to get life and death so that I can bring them back to life or something. But yeah, so just finishing off the children's bedroom there, and then now this is like a sort of study, which I guess you could say it's like a third bedroom, if you wanted it to be. But I just put in a little desk, and also added in like the washing and dryer, as well as an easel for Naomi to be, carry on doing all of her painting shenanigans. and just added like a little bookcase and things like that. So yeah, and then also because they've now got a child, I wanted to play around with a few more of like the children activity things, because I know that there's like more stuff that came with, I can't remember which pack it was, but it might be like growing together. So there's like a bit of space in there, so I might add some of those into my own version of this house, because I've kind of, as I've been playing, I've been like changing a few bits of furniture around and stuff like that. But this version, this like first version of the house, will be the one that is uploaded now to my gallery. So if you want to download it, have a play around with the Christmas house, my EA gallery ID is Mills Moon. I'll put it down below in my description, but it's basically my YouTube handle, but without the N in between, if you want to download it. And yeah, please let me know if you do download it. I hope you enjoy it. Just finishing off the bedroom now. I kind of struggled with the bedroom a little bit because I wanted to like bring back in a bit more of the winteriness of it, and I think that bed does the job because it's kind of like more, kind of like, looks like there's like wool pillows and like, you know, the duvet is like a bit warmer and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out, and yeah, like I say, I've been having a really fun time playing it, and I hope that you have enjoyed it, and I hope that you enjoy playing with it if you do end up downloading it. But yeah, this is pretty much the end of the video now, so I'm gonna skedaddle, but thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing Christmas and holidays, and yeah, I hope that you will get to have a good like relaxation and feel restored for the new year. So yeah, happy holidays, and I will see you guys in the next one.